Now I'm going to close out a frame right here. I'm going to close this part by clicking on the Close Window button, No Save. And I'm going to go back and open up frame 1 again. Now, what if I'd like to add geometry to this existing piece? If I come back home here, I'll see a Sketch button. Now I could go and start sketching here, but it wouldn't be in reference to this part. So to actually modify this part and add components, what I want to do is come back here to the sketch, turn the sketch on, right mouse click, and I'd like to edit. Now this takes me to the sketch environment for this part, and I'll look at this square on sketch view, and I'd like to add a couple of lines. Come back and add a line in the center, and I'll add a couple of side component lines, vertical lines. When I'm done, I'll close and return out of the part back into the assembly. And now to actually add the components, I need to go back to Tools, the Frame Environment, and I'd like to add these frames. Now if I go up here to Frame, let's just expand on our feature tree first. We'll see our 4 components. If I come up here to Frame, I can add these components from here. I'll just hit OK, and I'll identify these pieces right here. My default is 40 by 40. I'm not sure what that is. Let's see. If I hit OK, it comes back and adds these different components. And if I come back to the feature tree and expand on this, this is not what I wanted really. I wanted these same components, and what I have are 2 different sets here. So I'm going to hit Finish, close out of this, and I'm going to hit Undo. And so instead of coming up here to Frame and creating new geometry, what I'd like to do is come back over here to the frame. And right here in the middle, Edit Cross Section. And I'll see this button, Frame Select Path Step. So I'll identify that and say I'd like to add some geometry. And so I'll add this center line and these 2 pieces right here. It's on rectangular tubing, so it's defaulting back to what was originally there, green check mark. And so it's added those additional components. Now, as long as you don't hit Finish, you can continue to make changes. For example, we could come back here, Edit Cross Section, and I see all the cross sections. I could green check mark, come back to my form, and continue to make changes. Let's go to square tubing and pick our second example.